Hello creatives, welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth and I am at the gallery today for the Zodiac series. This reading is for Virgo, whose correlating major arcana card is the Hermit. This is the Artist card, here to represent you as the open vessel, ready to receive whatever source can draw from the well of infinite creativity. So Virgo, this is another new spread of mine. This is about intuition. So we're going to start this first row with the Archetype cards. And this row is what self-introspection holds the untapped intuitive energy. Second row with the spirit messages. What part of this new insight holds the key to unlocking the intuitive insight? And third row, how should I begin the introspection? We'll do that with the Creativity Oracle. Then we're going to follow up with the Cards of Truth and the Lenormand cards. And then last but not least, we have the Starseed card and the astrology dice, and we're going to ask how else would Source guide you in order to get the most out of this message. So let's get started with this first row because we're going to go deeper still, and then a little deeper and see what kind of information that we can gather as to that intuitive energy. So first row, Archetype cards, what self-introspection holds the untapped intuitive energy? Visionary for you. Oh my goodness, Virgo, this is pretty big. Visionary card. Light attributes. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. The shadow attributes. Selling insight to the highest bidder. Compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. That's a tough one. Not everybody wraps their brain around being a visionary. I mean, this is like clairvoyance. It is tapping into that intuition that we are here to find out how to tap into. So it sounds like you've got it. You've got it all going on here. So how do you use it? Intuitive energy that is stored in this visionary that you are, and how you share that or how you use it. Do you use it for personal gain or not? Are you willing to share your visions? And how do you do that if you do? All right, this is something big for introspection here. Let's move to the Cards of Truth. Oh, wow. Ace of Hearts. This is huge. This is revelations. This is emotions. This is that energy of the sun that is you, yourself. It's It's how you are emotionally attracted or repulsed by situations and connections to people, places, and things. This is like an innate desire, a passion to fulfill your own needs. It's ego-serving, or is it soul-nourishing? Whew. It's a lesson either way, so let's use it well. But ultimately, it is to realize that any satisfaction that's to be gained is through your understanding of your own soul truth. Now, this is intricately entangled with the divine wisdom, right? It's source, divine source, giving you choices to sort out your own emotional support and how you conduct yourself with your service to others, as well as yourself. So here you are, all up in that visionary, very intuitive, very able to see beyond? And how do you handle it? How are you emotionally making those connections for yourself? What do you do when that comes to you? Clearly, it's a gut feeling for you. So let's see what this is. You got the birch rod in reverse. So if it's in the upright, you know exactly what to sweep away. But where it's in the reverse, sometimes it's a little cloudy. It's not always a clear vision. It's something to do with how you absorb it in that emotional feeling it, and how to understand what to keep, what's a visionary, and what isn't. So it's that what feels rushed, what feels like it has a time attached to it, an urgency attached to it, and what feels like it is a breath of fresh air, an openness that there is no clock. That would be your soul. An ego would have a time there with a stopwatch. Yep, get going. No, we don't want that. We want to stay in the openness and the freshness and understand that your soul does not have an agenda. So that's how you tell whether it's part of the vision or part of some need that is ego-driven. All right. Oh, this is so good, Virgo. This is juicy. Yeah, and very informative. This is great because, you got to check in, right? You got to check in. You got to feel it through clearly. Very emotional for you here. So let's move to the second row. And what part of this new insight holds the key to unlocking this intuitive energy? You got the Hope card. Your loved ones in the spirit world know when to reach out if they see you're at a low point, whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life. There is always hope. Well, it is remembering, as an intuitive being, as this visionary that you are, just understanding what feels like a part of the vision and what doesn't. You can always check in with your spirit guides, your daimon, your muse, your helpers. You can ask. You will receive. Clearly, you receive very well, very easily. It is there. It's just sometimes it's the sorting through. So yeah, you can ask. They're letting you know that they are there and willing and ready to help. Four of Diamonds. This is a great card here. Stability in your skills, your talents, your finances. It is literally the card of having enough. You're always going to have enough. So this is in your skills, your talent, your whatever it is that you hold value in, people, places, things. It's your capabilities, how you attract things, how you connect with them, how you find that stability and that security. It's an earthy nature. It's an opportunity for all of that to come into fruition for you. It's dependable and stable. This is beautiful. It's all right here for you. Oh, Virgo, this is really lovely. And fish. Oh my gosh, it's just like abundance. Abundance of stability, abundance of clarity, abundance of these revelations that you are here to share. Wow. And clearly, your willingness to do this is beautiful. The only issue here is, does this not knowing what to keep, what is ego driven or what is soul driven, what to keep, what to brush away, gets a little fuzzy sometimes. And of course, I mean, it is this intuitive thing that you're tapping into. You got to be in the right mood for that. You've got to be in a really connected, well-grounded space, usually, to have that message come through with clarity. But you are the Hermit card. This is the light, knowing your path, knowing which way to go. It's there. It's just sometimes it's hard to read it. It's easier sometimes it's harder. So this spread is really addressing that clarity around your visions, what to keep and what to sweep away. Interesting. All right, well, let's move on to the third row and see where you should begin to understanding that depth of what to, how to recognize things. Ooh, timing. That's a very interesting card for you to get here. If you are in the creative flow, you feel everything flowing together into the divine order. Look at the wings on his back. Oh, yes. If you are in the creative flow, you feel everything flowing together in divine order, in the creative flow. So there you are, right? How do you get into that creative flow? What do you do, Virgo, that gets you to that creative flow? When you are channeling and you are feeling it and everything is coming together for you. Oh, it is also clear in that moment. There's your key. I love it. Just understanding that that is where you need to be in order to see clearly, to feel clearly. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Oh, the Six of Hearts. This is great. This is outside validation. This is all of your guides, all of everybody that is there to help you from the other side of that veil is here. This is them saying they love you, they support you, and that you have every opportunity to get deep with that. You can heighten your visionary properties here to really make the most revelation of what you have to share and your connection, your birthright connection as a Virgo on your path with the light lit. It is there within you, connected to source, and you are going to have this giant step forward. Oh, I love it. And it all has to do with the timing and knowing when to ask for help. This is really pretty beautiful because this is also an artist card. I mean, if you want to get down to the nuts and bolts of a Six of Hearts, it is artistic success. How do you like that? Yeah, the best place emotionally to connect and creatively with the divine. That's this card. Oh, I am so excited for you. This is beautiful. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh, and the lilies. This just adds another layer of beauty to this entire reading. It is good dispositions, bright future, passion, abound. It is one of the best cards in the Lenormand deck. This is really lovely. Lilies are white, green leaves surround, the outlook is bright, and passion will abound. Good. It means good disposition. Yeah. Love it. Okay, well there. Beautiful. It's all wrapped up in the timing for you and know when to ask for help. You've got all the stability. Very, very, very nice. Full. So yeah, that is your key and where to start. Just in that meditation, that introspection around the timing of something. Keeping in that knowing when you are channeling, feeling that flow is your best opportunity to connect to the vision, to really, at that moment, feel it and understand exactly what feels like ego-driven and what feels like soul-driven. Okay, Virgo, you can do this. This is beautiful. All right, we're going to see what Source would share in order to get the most out of this message. Magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. Wow. Whew. That is gorgeous. All right, here we go. Let's see what else we can add to this. Wow. All right, so we've got the 10th house. This is good. This is all about career, public standing. It is Capricorn driven, which is basically a very earthy, very pragmatic, organized, practical way of going about things. In this very ethereal, elusive, visionary finding path that you are on, you've got some concrete stability right there with you. So we've got that. We've got Mercury, which is all about communications. That's very nice. It is your ruling planet, so we love that. This is all about, just that. That is just so embodying the stability of the 10. It's great. And then we have Libra. That's interesting too, because that is finding that balance between the light and the dark, right? That ego and soul, that you'll be able to sort through that all the better, weigh it very quickly, very groundedly, be able to spot it very quickly. Being a Virgo, you have that there, your birthright, and along with Libra, being able to sort through. Sometimes Libra can do that with taking too long to see it. But I think that's what your reading here is really about, is knowing now that what to keep, what to throw, making those decisions is all in the timing. And this gives you a very clear idea that it's when you are in the throes of receiving that creative flow from the divine, that's the moment to tap into what you tap into. Your visions. Very beautiful, Virgo. I'm so happy for you here. This is really very enlightening. I hope you got something from it. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. And as always, I'll see you next month. And until then, happy creating.